Dimitri Bivol is geared up to defend his WBA light heavyweight title in what we can deem to be possibly an analysis of his first 50-50 fight against Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. Let's talk about it. Suddenly, the muddled waters of the light heavyweight division for WBA light heavyweight titleist Dimitri Bivol are beginning to clear up as he prepares to face a challenger in Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez this coming November 5th. This may be an opportunity to really prove his wares as a light heavyweight champion, seeing that the opponent in Ramirez is definitely a threat to what Bivol has accrued thus far. Thus is this an analysis of a true 50-50 fight between these two men. Ramirez, who had campaigned at 168 pounds, people have wondered how did he squeeze himself down to that size, because even as he walks around, you can clearly tell that this gentleman is 200 pounds. But the fact that he moved up recently to light heavyweight, and he's bringing his record of 44-0 with 30 KOs to be matched against Dimitri Bivol's 20-0 with 11 KOs, means that these two men are on a collision course that will see a former champion at 168 in Ramirez taking on the current WBA light heavyweight champion in Dimitri Bivol. Bivol, who is coming off of his last fight from May of 2022, a victory, a unanimous decision over fellow Mexican Saul Canelo Alvarez in what was termed by most an upset in the sport. Ramirez, who is also from Mexico, has vowed to take an avenging position for Canelo in his challenge this coming November. The interesting aspect of this has nothing to do with being another Mexican. The Southpaw, Ramirez, is an enforcer in his own right. At 31 years of age, he stands 6'2.5" with a 75-inch reach. And he presents a formidable picture to the degree that fellow Mexican Saul Canelo Alvarez never sought a challenge from Ramirez when he campaigned at 168. Even though Canelo went for the gusto of becoming undisputed at that weight class. Bivol, who, though he hasn't had as many battles as Ramirez, has had an assortment of quality fighters that he's faced. Over his last 6 bouts prior to Alvarez, he's faced Umar Salavov, Craig Richards, Gilberto Castillo Rivera, Joe Smith Jr., and John Pascal. That's quite a resume for the champ, which means that experience is a tremendous factor here. Bivol's last opponents were Dominic Bozil, Yuniesky Gonzalez, Sullivan Barrera, Alfonso Lopez, Tommy Karpency, and Jesse Hart, whom he has faced twice. Bivol, who stands 6 foot with a 72-inch reach, is now 31 years old himself. So they're very close in the stats department as far as age, height, and reach, though you can say the 3-inch southpaw advantage of 75 against 72 inches reach for Ramirez may be an advantage, even being a southpaw. The one good thing about Dimitri Bivol is his boxing skills. He knows how to vary his punches, put pepper on them, lighten them to score points, and to be able to move at the same time. Ramirez is more of a plotter. These two men have contrasting styles that should make for an interesting fight, because someone is going to have to sit down and impose themselves on the other at some point during this fight. I believe that's where Ramirez has an advantage. Though he's much bigger and stronger than Canelo, Bivol still had some moments during his bout with Canelo of worrying about Canelo's offense. If he was a little bit intimidated of Canelo's offense, Ramirez will definitely give him something to be concerned about. And again, the southpaw position may be a huge advantage for Ramirez. As I said, it's not a point of Ramirez just scoring a victory for Mexicans. He's seeking to be a multiple division champion, and it begins with this opportunity. So his chin, conditioning will come into play, even when you consider the desire that he has. And on the flip side, does Dimitri Bivol have the same? His chin has been quite sturdy during his career, facing punchers like Joe Smith Jr. and John Pascal. He's proven to be quite sturdy himself. So his conditioning, which he's accustomed to going the distance, and his desire will be on display against Ramirez. This is a tete-a-tete which will find someone trying to impose their will on the other opponent. The light heavyweight title of the WBA is on the line here, and it is going to be a fight for real supremacy. Who will come out ahead? I'm giving an edge to Ramirez. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are and who you think will be the victor on this night of November 5th, coming up fast. That's all I have for you at this time. Until we meet again, please, everyone, remain safe.